welcome to my channel. I kind of blanked out. I was like, what is my channel's name? Oh yeah, Cinnamon Walkin'. I'm doing a tier list because I like doing those and they're kind of fun and I'm gonna milk it. And it's easy content to do, so let me see if I can get it loaded. But what it's gonna be today, it's gonna be I'm gonna do Dreamworks movies because I did Disney. Disney was really easy to do. And I've honestly seen quite a few Dreamworks movies, or at least I believe I've seen a lot of Dreamworks movies. I know I haven't seen all of them, but I've seen quite a few, and I've probably seen some that are like older than some people. I'll just put it on display capture. That seems like the best thing to do. But let's go ahead and get started. So I haven't seen Flushed Away, so I'll probably just leave that there. I don't know if I should make a haven't seen category, but anywho. Megamind? I honestly really do like that movie. Quite a bit. It's pretty funny. I like the characters and, I don't know, kind of have a soft spot for like villains, you know, that try to be like, you know, good. So, I'm gonna go ahead and put this like, I guess in the A tier. What Shrek movie is that? I can't even see. What is that? Forever After? Maybe I should do that later. I should do Shrek first, which obviously Shrek has an S in his name. It's S tier. I'm just kidding. That's probably not the only reason why it gets it. I mean, it's such a good movie. And it's a classic. It's very memeable. Like there's so many Shrek memes. Like, it's been going on around, like, forever. And honestly, I love Shrek so much. Because Shrek is love, Shrek is life. I'm probably going to do it, like, before I even... Honestly, this Dreamwork tier list thing was a spur of the moment thing. Because I just thought about it. Because I was like, what's a tier list I kind of want to do? Because I like doing tier lists. And I was like, Dreamwork movies. I want to do a Shrek video eventually, like just me gushing probably about the series. There's a few of the movies that I don't really care for that much, so that's why I said like that's not going to be completely, I'm not going to give all Shrek movies an S tier because some of them I don't really honestly like that much. So I'll go ahead and continue. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one alone. Kung Fu Panda. I think that's the first one, right? It looks like the first one. I know there's a couple Kung Fu Pandas. I feel like a lot of these movies, I'm looking at these and I'm like getting, like, I'm gonna put it as S tier. Of course, some of these movies I actually haven't seen in a while, so I'm kind of like, eh. Should I add an F tier list on here? Because I know there's S, A, B, C. How do you add? I thought you can add. Oh, maybe I can't add. Not like Kung Fu Panda's gonna get F tier though. Honestly, Kung Fu Panda's pretty cool. It's funny. It has Jack Black. Honestly, I'm excited for the Mario, and that's like another tier list I want to do is like video game movie tier list. It's just I haven't seen enough video game movies to do that kind of tier list yet. I've seen quite a few Resident Evil stuff and some other game related things, but not that much. I haven't seen like the original Super Mario Brothers movie. Unfortunately, I haven't seen Madagascar. Honestly, the only Madagascar I've seen is the first Madagascar. And did they even have the first Madagascar in here? I don't even think I see the first Madagascar. Oh, no, here's another Madagascar. I'm gonna ignore this for now. I haven't seen Turbo either, or Trolls. Maybe I really haven't seen that many. Oh no. B-movie? Honestly, I really like B-movie. Like, I think it's kind of funny. Like, there's a few jokes, and... like, I don't want to put it as, it's just to be funny. I could be like, let's put the B movie at B. It's not average, but it's above average. But, I honestly really like B movie. B movie's pretty good. I want to put it like here, around here, A tier. Monsters vs. Aliens. I actually watched this movie pretty recently, and I actually really didn't like it as much as I thought I did when I was a kid. Like, I don't know, it was like super cringy, and I didn't find it that entertaining. When I watched it, I was like, eh. So, honestly, if I could put it in F tier, I would put it in F tier, but it's not letting me add more on the list, I don't think. I don't see a plus sign, so I can't. But anywho, I feel like I'm gonna upset some people, but anywho. Puss in Boots, I've seen this movie. I think I remember seeing it, and I know it's not up there with Shrek, and I don't think it's up there with Kung Fu Panda or B-Movie, but I don't think it's average. I think it's at least above average. Because honestly, actually, hold up. Can I? Oh, I can add a row below. I figured out how to do it. I think normally there's like an E, but I'm gonna put it in F. I didn't really like that movie. I actually haven't seen Rise of the Guardians, but I know about Jack. I've seen people ship. I've seen Kung Fu Panda 2, and I think it kind of falls into the same category as this. I think it's above average. It's not a bad movie. Apparently I haven't seen any of these. Honestly, I feel like a lot of the Dreamworks movies, and honestly the ones I was thinking about were older Dreamworks movies. I haven't seen some of the newer Dreamworks movies. Like, when they used to do a certain art style before they went 3D. I haven't seen The Croods. I haven't seen Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Kung Fu Panda 3. I actually have seen this one, and again, it kind of falls. Actually, I think this one's more like it's average. Like, I didn't think it was a bad movie, but I thought it was it was alright, you know. Boss Baby? I honestly don't really like Boss Baby that much. Like, I guess it has a cute message, but I just thought it was okay. It was meh. It was meh towards me. I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older and I'm just having like higher quality things. I'm just kidding now. I mean, I think everyone loves Encanto, and that's Disney. Disney normally does a good job on their stuff, but I didn't really care for Boss Baby that much. It's kind of below average for me, but it's, it's not trash. Like, I think the thing is I've actually seen Boss Baby like a couple times because I've watched it with friends or whatever, but I just didn't. It's okay. I'm not too crazy for it. Penguins, I don't really like that movie either. Like, when I first saw, like, I like the penguins from Madagascar. Like, they're pretty cool. But, like, the penguins themselves, man, or like the movie, it's weird. It's really weird. I don't think it's F tier, but I do think it's better, or I think Boss Baby's better. And then, but it was kind of weird to me. I didn't really care for it that much. Ants, I have a soft spot for Ants. Ants is basically Dreamworks version of Bug's Life. And I honestly really like it. Like, I'm trying to remember. It's been a second since I've seen the movie a little bit. But I know it has, like, Sylvester Stallone, I think, in it. And, because I think he normally plays, like, Rambo and Rocky and stuff like that. If I'm remembering that character correctly. And then, which I know the story for Ants, it's more or less, he wants to do better. Yeah, it basically is like Bug's Life. The only thing is he didn't find a circus. He kind of just kind of figured things out, and she was like, I'm gonna become queen, or she decided to take her duty as queen, or do it instead of running away. I know there's like that whole picnic scene, and I know they have like commercial for Shrek. I think Ants gets, it gets A tier. It's pretty good. Chicken Run. I love Chicken Run. Chicken Run. Honestly, I like it quite a bit. I probably like it quite a bit to the point it's gonna shock people. But honestly, and the reason why I'm putting Chicken Run as tier is because I don't know, like I guess the story was pretty simple, and I kind of really just love the characters, and I think they used claymation back then. Because it's kind of like the same with Wallace and Gromit. I don't know if I've seen that Wallace and Gromit movie that is on that list, but I have seen Wallace and Gromit. But I really liked, God, I hate that I can't remember people's names right now. It's probably because it's late, but I know the other character, his name's Rocky, and he calls her Dollface, but I know her name's not Doll. It's Ginger. There we go, Ginger. I like her. She's cool. And Mr. Tweety and Mrs. Tweety, they're like the villains of the movie, and she wants to turn everyone into like chicken pot pies. And I remember that one chicken that's all like, I don't want to be a pie, I don't like gravy. It's such a simple joke, but it's her main concern. She just doesn't like gravy, you know. But I just thought it was kind of cool. So it has a simple story, and I don't know, I guess I kind of liked the claymation thing and stuff, and I kind of like the characters' reactions and stuff. It's funny, and I've seen the movie like a bunch of times, and I think another reason why it's like S tier, it's like, and same thing with Shrek. Those two movies are kind of like the first few movies I remember started developing in my brain that I've actually saw in a movie theater, and I do believe I saw Chicken Run with my mom and my dad and my sister. I don't think my sister remembers seeing Chicken Run in the movie theaters, though, because she was pretty young at this point, but, like, Chicken Run, like, I don't remember. We had quite a few movie theaters in my hometown, but a lot of them did get shut down eventually, because, like, I remember, there was this one that had, like, this huge like tower thing, and then this other one that was like close to the mall, and it had like this huge like dome, and I remember there was like a Chucky poster, and it creeped the shit out of me, and I think it was for the Bride of Chucky when I was a child. But I don't remember which movie theater I saw that at though, but I think Shrek though, I think I saw it at the Tall Pillar one if I remember correctly. But anywho, but I liked it, and don't worry, I'm not just going by that childhood memory. We actually own the movie, and I honestly really do want to rewatch Chicken Run again, because I do like it quite a bit. It's kind of like I love Anastasia, and technically that's a Disney movie now, but it was on my Disney list, which I guess that'd be a Fox movie, maybe? I just know I liked it, but I thought Chicken Run was, you know, good, and I enjoyed it, so... Moving on, I guess. Honestly, I said a lot more about Chicken Run than I did with Shrek, but I feel like with Shrek, I can just be like, it's Shrek. What do you expect? But anywho, I think you already mentioned that I haven't seen Over the Edge. If I haven't, unfortunately I haven't seen Over the Edge. Wallace and Gromit. I know I've seen Wallace and Gromit, but I don't know which one that is. I've seen quite a few of them, but I don't know if I've seen that one, so I'm gonna just kind of like leave that one alone. How to Train Your Dragon. S tier. I like it. It's a good movie. It's about a boy and his dragon. Good story, good plot. Toothless is adorable as hell. Kind of makes me tear up towards the end, you know? They both end up having matching, like, legs. So, but anywho. Madagascar. Let's see. I remember seeing this movie with, like, I think my aunt and uncle. I even played the Madagascar game And I kind of like the Madagascar game. It was kind of fun. Unfortunately I beat it like within a day though. So when I beat it, and I was like kind of sad when I beat it within a day. But I'm just that good of a gamer. That or I have no life, which it's probably the no life option. I like Madagascar. I don't know if it's A tier though, but I do think it's B tier, and I do think it beats these two. Or actually, I think Kung Fu Panda 2 is probably better than Madagascar. Like I like it's not bad. I do like King Julian. He's pretty goofy, and I like more. I think me watching it a little bit now that I'm older, he's a little weird. I didn't say Marty. I'm talking about like the little. I don't remember his name. I think his name is Mort. I don't know. He's a little adorable brown thing, and when I was a child, I liked him because he was a little adorable brown thing. But I think he would say like some weird things and stuff. So yeah, going on with that, I guess. But anywho, moving on. How to Train Your Dragon 2. I really liked How to Train Your Dragon 2. Again, I kind of like, honestly, I would even say I like How to Train Your Dragon 2 more than How to Train Your Dragon. Actually, I should probably I'll put Chicken Run down here because I do like Chicken Run a lot, but I do think How to Train Your Dragon does beat Chicken Run, so. But, if you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend to watch it. It's good. Again, it's about a boy and his dragon, but it goes into more things, and they find more dragons, and it just has a really good storyline. And again, honestly, all the How to Train Your Dragons making me cry. So, but anywho, Prince of Egypt. I've actually grown up with Prince of Egypt, so it's probably nostalgia, but you should go listen to the soundtrack for Prince of Egypt. The Prince of Egypt soundtrack slaps, and the colors with the animation is great. I wish Dreamworks and Disney would kind of go back to this type of I guess 2D style, because they've mainly focused on 3D. So but I love the movie a lot. I've seen it a lot. It is kind of like the Prince of Egypt. It is about, actually, you know what? I'm kind of surprised they don't have Joseph, King of Dreams on here, but I say that, but I actually haven't seen that movie yet. So I saw Prince of Egypt a bunch of times, but I didn't see Joseph, King of Dreams. And I know it was made by the same people that did Prince of Egypt, so I probably would like it. But Prince of Egypt, it is kind of it has it talks about the Bible and stuff like that, but it doesn't shove it down your throat if you're worried about any of that. It's honestly, Prince of Egypt has just really good storytelling. It's about some brothers, and how he tries to find Moses tries to find his own path, and then I said, if you wanted to appreciate the art and the music, like I said, the music slaps. And I still probably after I'm done with this video, I'm probably gonna go listen to some of the music for Prince of Egypt, because I just friggin' love the music for Prince of Egypt. Honestly, I'm about to be all right, time to play 30 seconds of the song so I don't get in trouble. But it's so good. I'm trying to think of what's a song. Honestly, all of them slap. So there's Look at Your Life Through Heaven's Eyes. You're Playing with the Big Boys Now, which I kind of like that song. It's like a villain song, which I love villain songs, which maybe that could be another tier list, is villain songs like Disney, because Disney has a lot of slapping villain songs that honestly all of them are probably rank S tier for me, because I do like a lot of villain songs. That, or I guess top 10 list would probably be more accurate, but I don't know how to format that properly. But anywho, but it's just good. And then let's see, just the beginning, Deliver Us, which is the beginning part. Oh, and my favorite one is the one with the plagues. I think that's my most favorite song is either Playing with the Big Boys Now or when when he's like let my people go and then you can like I think I'll have to re-listen to the song, but I think they sing like a little bit of the plagues that are coming and stuff like that. You like see like all the bad stuff that's happening, and honestly all the bad stuff that does happen, they do it as a montage, and it's so artistic. And that's the part where they have like Ramses and Moses, and like I think Ramses is blue and I think Moses is red, unless I got the colors reversed, but like it's like polar opposites and stuff like that. And it's so cool. I love it. And Prince of Egypt outbeats Shrek for me just because, for one, I have a soft spot for 2D. I mean, I like anime. I don't know how many people know that. I need to make more anime content on my channel. But I like anime. Of course, this is an anime, but this has like really high nostalgia for me, and it's so good, and I would recommend it to anybody. And I genuinely do like love it. And El Dorado, which I think I heard that El Dorado was made by the same people that did Prince of Egypt, and El Dorado songs slap for me too, and it has such good animation, and I love the story. Like I think one of the songs I like, Friends Never Say Goodbye, and then let's like What's It Like to Be a God, and blah blah blah. Dun, 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 dun. Do 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 do. And it's just El Dorado, what a place. And honestly, like I had a crush on let's see, I know it's Tulio and Miguel, but I think this is Miguel. I think I had a crush on Miguel. I had a crush on the blonde guy. Let me check and make sure. Let's see. Personality, and he wanted to stay in El Dorado. That's probably like, I don't know. If you're watching this tier list, I'm assuming you know about spoilers. Of course, a lot of these I haven't seen. Of course, actually, this one I've seen. I just skipped it. So, Sinbad. I remember watching this movie like once in a movie theater, and I do believe I liked it because, I mean, it's pirates. I fucking love pirates. But I think it was alright because it's not... I'll go ahead and put it in B tier. Spirit. Oh, Shark 2 and then Shark Tale. Shark Tale, to me, is average. I think it's alright. I think it does beat like maybe Kung Fu Panda 3, but I wasn't too crazy for it. Maybe it's just I don't really I don't know, I just thought it was okay. I like the movie. Like, I don't hate it, and if it came on TV, I'd watch it occasionally, but I'd rather watch these movies up here if I could. So Home, I kind of liked Home. It was kind of wholesome. It was cute. It's a little adorable. It's a little alien. So it's just, of course, I kind of just skipped these movies. I need to go back. My bad. But anywho, I'll put it in like, I don't think it's A tier, but I do think it's like above average. So I'll put it right here. I think that's a good spot. Alright, so Shrek 2, I'm putting it in S tier, and it outbeats the original Shrek for me because I really liked Shrek 2 more than I guess Shrek, because I played a bunch of the video games around that time. I'm just kidding, that's not why. I saw this movie like twice or 3 times in the movie theater. Like in the movie theater, and then my parents bought the VHS, and I like watched the VHS so many times. Of course, same thing with Shrek. I've seen a lot of Shrek, and I could probably quote the movie with their lines, you know, like how some people do that, and I can do that with those movies. I like them quite a bit. They're pretty good, you know? So, you know, it's Shrek, man. And the reason why I like Shrek 2, though, more, I guess, than Shrek, well, it's just kind of linked to the story, I guess, a little bit more. Of course, I just saw someone do a video like, oh man, Fiona was a blah. I was like, I guess, but she does end up seeing that what she did originally was wrong, but more or less, he's trying to go see Fiona's parents. He's against it because they locked her up in a tower. And they probably don't like his kind, which the mother is chill with it. The dad's the one who's not chill with it and all that. So they kind of like go on a, tries to win dad's approval, doesn't. He tries to get killed, and that's when Puss in Boots, one of the coolest characters, which it's kind of sad that I put the Puss in Boots movie in above average, but I think I remember seeing the movie and I thought it was okay. So like, I don't know. I know they're coming out with another Puss in Boots movie, which I can't wait. That's gonna be kind of cool. But and then I don't know, maybe like I Need a Hero is kind of what helps put Shrek 2 so like high up there as well, because I just like the whole I need a hero. Honestly, a lot of the soundtrack though for Shrek 2 is pretty good. So like hell, I know when I used to play like Shrek 2, like the video game on GameCube with my sister, I would like have like all the songs stuck in my head during those like certain moments. And I don't know, it just, to me, and then maybe we'll go into my Shrek video, so like maybe I won't go into too much detail with my Shrek stuff, because I do think I'll make a separate video for Shrek, because apparently Shrek's been around for a long time now, which is making me feel old. Which is probably true because I think the movie came out either in 2000 or 2001. And that's a very long time. That's been like about 20 years. And I can't believe Shrek is like at least over 20 years old. Blows my flippin' mind. Oh my god. Spirit. I love Spirit. I love the music for Spirit as well too. I'm gonna put it right here. Because I do think I like it more than these. I have a lot of S tiers. Isn't the S tier thing supposed to be low? But then again, they're just, I don't know. These movies I can like rewatch like 20 times and not get bored of them. But I like Spirit because I mean, it's a good horse movie. And there's actually tons of horse movies. I was about to say like how many, of course, I don't know how many animated horse movies are out there, but I like that it's like from Spirit's point of view and like how he goes like from different places and people, and the music for Spirit, again, a lot of the, I guess, music back then kind of like, you know, slapped. And I like it. It's a good movie. And I know apparently they have like a TV show, which I wouldn't really want to watch the TV show. Probably make me sad. Because I feel like they lost the meaning of Spirit then, because I think that's the reason why he was called Spirit. It's because you want to be free, man. Alright, so let me go ahead and finish up the rest of the Shrek movies on here, because I kind of wanted to do the Shrek movies like in order, but yeah, I don't think I've seen Flushed Away. I haven't seen Madagascar 2. I haven't seen Turbo Trolls. Madagascar 3. I haven't seen it. Rising Guardians. Nope. Cruise. Nope. This. Nope. 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 So Shrek 3rd. Shrek the 3rd. I honestly really don't like this movie. I don't like Shrek the 3rd at all. Like, I feel like, yeah, I just noticed they don't have How to Train Your Dragon 3 on here. And I kind of like that one because that's when the little Light Fury gets introduced. Well, just assume if How to Train Your Dragon 3 was on here, it'd be S tier, but like right about here. So just remember that. Because I am using someone else's list, and I don't know if I can add more people on here, but anywho. But Shrek the 3rd, I'm trying to decide how bad it is to me. I think it's a D. Like, I do think it's below average. I don't think it's complete trash, because the thing is The problem with me with Shrek the Third is I do have memories with that movie, and I remember seeing this. Of course, this is when I was like in 6th grade. I think when this movie came out. And it was like one of the few times, like, I know I said, like, I think maybe the, like, Chicken Run, but that was when my dad was, like, a little bit younger. My dad normally didn't go watch movies with us a lot. He would, normally it'd be my mom and my sister, or sometimes it'd be, like, my aunt and uncle would take us out to go watch movies, because my dad didn't really like sitting for long periods of time because he had arthritis, and if you don't know what arthritis is, it's kind of like something that kind of like messes with your bones, and he had rheumatoid, and I believe, which I could be wrong, I could look it up easily, but rheumatoid is, it kind of like twists your bones, which it did that to him, like slowly over the years. Like one of his toes was kind of like starting to do this, so he didn't really like sitting down for long periods of time because it hurt and it put him in a lot of pain. So he normally wouldn't do that. So Shrek the Third is kind of like one of the few movies I remember watching the movie theater that my dad actually went with me. Of course, Shrek the Third just came out recently, so that movie theater was crowded. Also, it was on Memorial Day. And technically, that wasn't originally the plan that we were going to do, though, for that day. Originally, what was going to happen is my family, they own a little bit of a river, so we were actually going to go swimming and fishing, and, like, I think Dad was going to barbecue, and Mom was going to make brownies, and we were going to, like, picnic out and do that, but it ended up raining, so instead of doing that, we went to go see Shrek the Third together as a family. So yeah, that's what happened with that. So it's not a good movie, but I have fond memories of it, so I guess I'll put Shrek the Third D tier, and I don't think it measures up to Monster vs. Aliens. I do feel like Monsters vs. Aliens isn't very good, but Shrek the Third is better than Boss Baby and Penguins. At least the story kind of makes sense. I just don't like it. I just kind of thought it was really, I guess, cringe. A lot of the jokes didn't really make me laugh. Honestly, I don't even remember if I remember any of the music and some of it. Like, I remember, like, the credits. Like, I want to thank you for letting me be myself again. It was catchy. But I didn't really like Shrek the Third. I thought it was okay. I also didn't really like the game. It's like, man, it's like, are you tying the movies with the games? Like, no. I already didn't like I thought the game would help make it better. It didn't. Honestly, I also didn't like that Shrek the Third was single player. I hate that they took the multiplayer away. I loved that about Shrek 2. I loved that it was multiplayer. It wasn't. Shrek Forever After, though, I like this one. Like, it's not as good as Shrek and Shrek 2 at all. So, but Shrek Forever After, I'm gonna put it as C, because I do think it's kind of like, it's average. And the reason why I want to say that is, like, it wasn't a bad movie, and I kind of liked it, but if you've ever seen the movie It's a Wonderful Life, it's literally that movie, but Shrek edition, basically. And I love It's a Wonderful Life, which it is getting closer to Christmas season too, so I could probably do a tier list of Christmas movies, because I have seen a tons of Christmas movies. Some of them probably fall into the Hallmark category. Of course, a lot of the Hallmark movies, they kind of blend together, so I'm not for sure which Hallmark movie I could have seen and not seen, so. But yeah, Shrek Forever After, it's okay. I don't like hate it, and I don't think it's trash, and I like it more than Shrek the Third. But Shrek Forever After, It's literally just It's a Wonderful Life, which there's nothing wrong with It's a Wonderful Life. I love It's a Wonderful Life. Honestly, it's like It's a Wonderful Life is like probably like one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's just I have a soft spot for black and white movies, so. And again, it goes back into I watched that a lot with a kid with my family. So, but Shrek Forever After just kind of felt like they were copying that, and it's like they were running out of ideas. And honestly, like, I think Shrek the Third is probably where it could have ended, because like I feel like Shrek having children would be the next step in a movie, but in Shrek Forever After, it's like they kind of got tired of it. And I think I've seen people say, like, oh, it kind of doesn't make sense what Shrek would do. Of course, I mean, like, I think a lot of people wish they could go back to, like, their heyday and stuff like that. But, I don't know. I just thought it was kind of okay. And, well, I guess that's mainly it. All those movies down there I haven't seen, so if there's a movie you'd like to recommend. Of course, I feel like they didn't add all the DreamWorks movies on here, and I know there's like technically a Trolls 2, but I haven't even, seen the first Trolls. And then, like I said, they didn't add Prince of Egypt, so I feel like there's like maybe a few DreamWorks movies. I should have maybe checked this list a little bit better. But a lot of the movies that I like were 2D. Honestly, did any of the 2D movies end up? I guess Sinbad was kind of low down here, but I really, really love, like, if you haven't seen Prince of Egypt, or if you think Prince of Egypt's gonna be all like kind of like bleh in your face, I don't think it is. I think it has a good storytelling and it's really good. And then if you haven't seen El Dorado, I recommend to watch El Dorado when you can. I feel like everyone at least has seen Shrek at some point, and if you haven't seen Shrek, well, definitely don't YouTube Shrek, because if you YouTube Shrek, you're going to find some other kind of content on there. Oh, and that one comment that I said about Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life, don't look that up, okay? Don't do that. Don't do that one at all. Trust me. Or actually, you know what? Do it. Reverse psychology. But anywho, and I hate that they don't have How to Train Your Dragon 3, but I honestly like How to Train Your Dragon 3. I think it was pretty good. I think there's only like one thing. Maybe How to Train Your Dragon 3 might be like A tier as well. Maybe I'd put it in A tier, because I know the ending kind of was like, aw, but anywho. And then I have a soft spot for Chicken Run. I like my chickens, I want them to be free and be happy. But yeah, I'm honestly happy with this list. I like it quite a bit, because I do like the B movie a lot. I like Megamind a lot. Kung Fu Panda's funny. Ants is good. And then some of these movies that are kind of lower, some of them I don't honestly remember that well. And then some of the ones that I really don't like, I remember them too well. So like I feel like this, well, honestly I remember this movie pretty well and this movie pretty well. I don't remember this movie very well at all, but like this, and I've seen Home recently, but like but yeah, honestly I was kind of sad that I didn't really like Monsters vs. Aliens as much as I thought I did. Because, I don't know, it was so cringe when I watched it, and I was just like, yeah, I don't like it. But anyway, you know what, as the saying goes, to each his own, and, my dad had one saying, I think I know the kid-friendly version, I'm trying to remember it. I'm actually not, like, opinions are like, I don't know if a lot of people's heard that saying. Opinions are like clothes, everyone has different ones. Technically, if you know the whole saying, then you know what it is. Its opinions are like, you know, it's not a bad word. Opinions are like buttholes. Everyone's got a different butthole. You know. But anywho, I feel like there's other sayings that I could say, but I don't remember them very well at the moment. But anywho, again, if you like this video, like it. If you want me to see any of these movies that I haven't seen, recommend them to me in the comments. Or if you severely hate my opinion on where I have some of these movies at, then feel free to put how much you hate where I put these movies at. Because regardless, this is my opinion and I'm sticking with it. And honestly, if you do have a different opinion, feel free to tell me. I'm down to listen. Because everyone's unique. And I love that everyone has different opinions. So, because if everyone had the same opinion, oh god, the world would be so boring. Like, come on. If you looked like me, you would be bored. And if I looked like you or you looked like me, I don't know, who would you look like? Whole world would be boring. Basically. Ugh, my brain not functioning. But anywho, but yeah, more or less, if everyone had the same opinion, or I think the world would be pretty boring. So I like that everyone has different opinions and ideas. So feel free to tell me your opinions and ideas, or where you would rank some of these movies at. And hell, maybe you'd rank some of these movies lower than me, or maybe you haven't seen them. Or if you haven't seen some of these movies, I would definitely recommend watching these movies up in S tier. Because, I mean, they're pretty good. They slap. And honestly, some of these in A tier too, they slap. But once it gets lower and lower, you don't have to waste your time on watching some of them. But anywho, yeah. I can't really think of anything else. I'm just kind of like tired, and apparently this video has lasted for 42 minutes. Wow. Long video. These tier list videos always end up being like longer, I guess, because I talk about things like way too long. But anywho, I wish y'all a good night, bye.